Here, let me check my jam real quick. Let me check my jam real quick.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So on vacation, you don't even want to go back and forth with me, but I'll take the challenge for anybody. I don't mind. The only thing, this is what I was saying, I was like, I'm conflicted a little bit because now I feel like
I really want to get into this joint, and it's not even that long. It's like 45 minutes, but I want to get into that. But hold on. It's not even that long. It's like 45 minutes, but I want to get into that. But hold on. Pull up me back, beep, beep, baby. All right. Yeah, I just like fumbled the first stream, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what academics on. Hold on, hold on. Um, here, let's go. All right, let me. Yeah, no. Academics look like he was going in on this jump, so I definitely want to watch this. Again, I feel like Academics is one of like the smartest. Man, I don't even think you could put him as like just a streamer. You got to put him as like he's definitely a journalist. He's a media person. I put him up there with like a Stephen A. Smith, like someone who can like, it's not only he can talk shit, but he got, and it's not just talking smack and like, yo, I could talk with the best of them, but it's like, he's a trusted person in the industry that he's talking about, and he gets information that he chooses to do what he want with it. And that's why I be telling people, yo, just if you want to know what's going on, tap in with academics, because he's going. I mean, you could pick what subject. He not talking about it unless he already has like some type of like. Sometimes I feel like he be holding back, but sometimes you got to hold back until it's the right time to like really talk about something, which I don't really mind. But now academics is definitely like a journalist. He's more than just like a streamer. I feel like there's somebody you could put on TV, you could put him on radio, and definitely like if you're just like trying to like get into facts, but some of the times his facts be visuals, so it'd be like, yo, it makes better sense that he streams it. So he streams about it, and then he gives you all of the juice right there in your face. Pause. But yeah,
They got me feeling like I'm academics.
this is the reflection I was trying to have. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. All right, please bust. Please.
whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Okay, this is a reflection I had on some real shit, chat. This is a reflection I had. No joking shit. the reflection I had was like, I really got no problem, and it's really a joy to me to done all of these media niggas. That's been always one thing I like to do. I like going back and forth. Intellectually, I don't care who you're talking about. I think some of these niggas are retarded. You know what I mean? I don't think they really even want to go back and forth with me. But I'll take the challenge for anybody. I don't mind. The only thing, this I was saying, I was like, I'm conflicted a little bit. Because now, I feel like every time I'm streaming, I'm talking about the next media guy. And at this point, ain't none of them cooking like me. So it's like, bro, should I get back on topics? Should I only give, I gave media niggas 1 hour of spanking every stream. Like the first hour, they get a good spanking, right? I'm like, at this point, I'm kind of like wondering, I'm like, bro, they got me talking about these niggas my whole stream. I'm like, I'm not only clowning these niggas up, I'm not every one of them, because some of them are relevant, but like, I'm giving relevance to them. I'm like, should I go back to just spanking them out in an hour? Pause. 16, come on, help me. What? I needed that. I needed that one. Damn, bro. So, that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, but yeah, no. Everything obviously will be addressed. Now, I just don't like a 5-hour stream, and the only thing I can say about my stream is like, bro, we ain't do no topics. We ain't talk about nothing that's the reason of why I became popping. Like, play this. These niggas been talking about topics. Nobody cares about their opinion. Now, all of them are talking about me. Give me a six. And it feels like some of the irrelevance is like, that's their thing now. Like, kind of like discussing me. So I'm like, all right. I don't know if I should indulge in it, but anyway, we'll get to it. It's just a lot too, though, because these niggas come with a lot of bullshit, bro. Like a lot of bullshit. A lot. Where I been at? I've been chilling. Okay, I need this. Let's go. Good shit. Yeah, no, but on some real, I'm trying not to get into it on this particular stream, but let's really think about it. Like, I'm gonna always deal with the louder voices. I listened to the Charlemagne podcast. I had to listen to that shit 3 times, nigga. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. So on vacation, of course, I'm still keeping, my entertainment is always what I do. So on vacation, I'm listening to Charlemagne. I was just keeping up with culture. And I think I tweeted it out. Of course I was lit. I was like, man, I'm kind of disappointed of the Charlemagne thing. I ain't even gonna lie to you, after watching this podcast, bro, I feel like I've been bamboozled. I don't even know why I was disappointed. I'm like, yo, it is what it is. But yeah. I don't know why I was disappointed. Where I been at? I was on vacation. And I think Charlemagne went on vacation anyway, too, so. The only thing I'm going to tell you what I was shocked with. Yo, respectfully, Charlemagne know he don't want to sit down with me talking about none of this shit. So I don't know why he was capping. I was like, yo, Charlemagne, cut the cap, gang. Like, yo, stop it, man. Stop it. Yo, you got to tell Charlemagne. Y'all sit down with Charlemagne, I run circles around him. I'm going to keep it a beat with you. I like Charlemagne, but, like, with these things we talking about, he don't know what he talking about. Nigga, I run circles around him. Nigga, I ran circles around 8 paid Rock Nation fucking lawyers. You think that Charlemagne the God is gonna be the nigga who stumps me, nigga? Are you dumb? Nigga, I ran circles around him for 8 hours. Nigga, 3 hours on a podcast with Charlemagne, nigga, Charlemagne would be looking like he barely speak English, like Tweety Bird's like, nigga, what we talking about? So when he said, yo, act, we could sit down and talk about it, I'm like, all right, he just wanted to drop Mike Bummer. He ain't trying to get this. Stop playing. We got to stop the malarkey, bro. Man, what's this? Man, I put that bet down. I should have won that. Anyway, but yeah. Now I heard what he said, man. It was like 99% bullshit. Straight up, like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yo, the funny thing is, I want to keep saying I rock with Charlamagne, but like I ain't gonna lie, that nigga working hard for the ops. This shit is wild. Like this nigga, yo. At some point, I'm looking at my man's like, clock out already, damn it, clock out. You feel me?
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay? I picked up the car a few months ago and...
My man working hard for the ops. But yeah, other than that, you know, things been good. And also, I'm gonna be honest with you too, like, you know, respectfully, I do think Jay-Z's doing some good stuff to, you know, repair his image. I told you, it's a image repair. He's celebrating his album. From what I'm hearing, he's about to drop something too. Cool. But like, respectfully, like, oh my God, that's a straight flush. 5, 6, 7, that's a straight flush. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, what was that? I can't. 5, 6, 7 spades, my bad. Okay, I won 4K on the side. I'm good. I'm blessed. Give me a 10. I ain't had enough to double. Oh, why did I double? Why not double? Oh my God. Ooh, good thing I didn't double. I'd have been tight.
This nigga gambling.
Botted streams. Why? Because there's a fucking bunch of Fugazi lawsuits that's claiming Aiden Ross and Steak is botting Drake streams. Does that even make fucking sense? After they have zero proof of that, and Drake Iceman is given belt to ass, they don't mention that now. They switched off of that. What's the new talking points? All right, so think about it. And this is what I'm watching Charlamagne. I'm like, bro, you done switched the goal of this like investigation. Oh, then another thing. Listen, what criminal investigation gives Charlamagne the God the information? Like, yo, what detective is like, yo, we're doing a crackdown, the criminal conspiracy crackdown. We have the investigators in the white trucks outside of Grand Wizard's house. All right, send the pictures to Charlamagne. Come on, bro. Like, yo, bro. Like, we gotta get serious here. Get serious. Okay, so they switched the topic twice. He called me and said it was politics. Now it's not politics. After I exposed that, right? So it's not politics. Okay, so if it's not politics, then they say it's Drake botting streams. They have zero proof. Matter of fact, a lawsuit just got dismissed that they said Drake was botting streams. It got dismissed. Then it's like, they're like, yo, he told me that them niggas basically flipped. Like, yo, they got cornered by investigators. Yo, bro, this ain't no criminal shit, nigga. This is Rock Nation cronies paying like some private. It's like, you see, the slight play of words is acting like, yo, I'm working with the detectives, and the detectives gave me the file. No, Rock Nation gave you the file, nigga.
Right.
All right, bet. So that's the third thing. So we're at the fourth now. So they got.
So the thing about this whole Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Drake, Akademiks, Steak, stream button or music button, I feel like it all centers around it still all centers around, like, you know, whatever beef that Jay-Z has with Drake. You know, and there's a lot of people who say, yo, like, Jay-Z don't have no beef with Drake. Jay-Z don't have no beef with Drake. And I honestly, I don't believe it all the way, but I think, like, you know, somebody like Jay-Z will be like, yeah, I don't really like that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never did nothing for me the way I felt like I might have did something for him. or like, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, nah. I mean, he can get his bread. I put it to you like this: Jay-Z like Drake just as much as he like Birdman and Lil Wayne. Like, it's like, yeah, I mean they cool, but like, nigga, it's up if it's up. Like, and already they already have beef, so you coming out of that camp, like, it's not something that somebody's gonna really, really embrace. Yeah, Jay-Z still did songs with Lil Wayne, but it's like almost like you have to, because that's a nigga that was popping in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But he already did the song where he was like, I'm here with my air, Lil Wayne, da da da. Drake is the new king, so it's like, what you really giving Drake? And Drake, you know what I'm saying, is already on Cash Money. He already, he gonna ride with Wayne regardless. So I don't think on Drake's side he ever felt like Jay really got something to give him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, one, Drake gonna feel like, yo, little to him, or to some of us, or to even to me, Lil Wayne kind of like surpassed Jay-Z as far as like lyricism. And I feel like Drake learned a lot of lyricism from, additional lyricism from Lil Wayne. So a lot of his style was going to cater towards more to that style. So there's really not much Jay-Z can do for Drake. Other than, you know, I don't think there's much Jay-Z can do for Drake. I just don't think that. I don't think Jay-Z appreciated, or even stepped in and helped, or like was happy about when Drake was dating Rihanna, who is his artist. I didn't see a lot of like, oh yeah, you and my artist is dating, like da 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 da. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you on this. I'm gonna make sure you do that. Maybe he did some shit in the background, but we ain't really see that. So if Drake just feels like, yo, this nigga don't have shit to do, and then let's talk about it. There's already rumors out there that Rihanna and Jay-Z, was a thing. Because I feel like, any nigga who's that big and, got his shit going and he got an artist, he gonna try a hit, or like he's probably already hit. That's probably how shit got there. You know what I'm saying? So if Jay-Z, was like, damn, you just took, you took one of my little jumps, like, niggas is gonna feel some type of weight. And you don't know what Rihanna done told Drake about about Jay-Z. You don't know what Rihanna done told Jay-Z about Drake. You know what I'm saying? These are like women that you dealt with or was around you a lot that, don't really seem like facilitators of peace. You know what I mean? Rihanna ain't no facilitator of peace. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta go with a nigga like A$AP Rocky, that she feel like, like, yeah, she can control like that. You can't control Chris Brown. You can't control a Drake. You can't control a Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna be that impressed. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be like, all right, shorty, you tough. Don't get me wrong, but like, calm down. So I'm not trying to like be all conspiramental or whatever, but you never know. So, but if Rihanna and Jay-Z and Drake, all three had a great relationship, I feel like we would have got a lot more songs. We would have got a lot more like collaboration with Rock Nation, not just Rihanna, out of that era. But we didn't. We didn't really. It almost felt like, they were sneaking off and doing songs, like, but it is what it is. But again, I still feel like everything that is about this whole thing is like, Jay-Z is like, bruh, like, I'm doing this to all the niggas in the industry. Like, it's not just you. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? He throwing shade at Dame. He throwing shade at this person. He throwing shade at all these niggas too. That's all niggas do. I think that's what clever people do. Like, first of all, it's not that fun, but it's not that funny to them. But, when you just speak in reality, and it's like, I gotta speak reality, you're gonna find a way to make a butt out of the joke of what, niggas ask me about, yeah, I stabbed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a joke about it, like, and most people who don't have that creative or even like that humoristic like mindset, they might not take, or nah, you couldn't even have a humoristic mindset, but you just heard that shit the wrong day. And now it's like, nah, I'm on your ass. So that makes sense. Like, but again, all of this is coming from a place where it seems like Jay-Z is like, yeah, I always take shots. You always take shots. And I don't even think when Drake did it, Drake took shots like crazy. I mean, of course, he's telling everybody, nigga, this nigga Jay-Z is the one who's definitely could stop this shit, but he's not stopping it. You know what I mean? It's almost like, imagine like, yeah, and I feel like that's why he mad at DJ Khaled, because he's like, Khaled, you and Hov be tight too, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. He like, you and Hov tight, like, you got this, you know what I'm saying? This nigga about to put, and you already know DJ Khaled, bruh. If Kendrick had a hit song with DJ Khaled, bruh, Khaled would have been out there on the football field, running back and forth, shouting "We the best," knowing that he gonna need a Drake feature. You know what I'm saying? I might name this stream something different because that's actually what I hate the most. I hate people who don't stand on nothing. Like you can't stand on something because like I could have two of my friends arguing or whatever. Nigga, no, you're wrong, you're right. And I could be wrong too. And I could be right. But I'm gonna pick something. I ain't just gonna sit there and be like, well, you both, man, that shit is the biggest, like, that's like the biggest way to make two people get into it, when you're like, oh, you might be right and they might be right. No, like, have some type of like moral, have some type of ground, stay on something and be like, nah, if y'all, since y'all came asking me, I'm gonna give y'all an answer. Here's y'all answer. You're wrong because you shouldn't have did X, Y, and Z, da. And it's not because you think that you're right, but it's because y'all came asking me, right? Like, am I tripping? If you came asking me, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Who's that? But yeah, like you gotta have a way to be able to like make sure you are like tapped in, like to at least make a decision on something. Because I feel like the people who just play both sides, that's what really mess up friendships. That's what really mess up relationships. Because yeah, like you can't tell somebody that they wrong. You can't tell somebody that they right. Nah, you should be able to be like, nah, yo, this, don't do that. Like, right? Am I tripping? Am I tripping or not? Like, what good of a friend are you if you just go on side with whoever? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not about siding with whoever. Tell me I'm wrong. Be like, nah, bro, you're seeing that shit the wrong way. Cool. Or, honestly, okay, I don't know enough about the situation for me to make a decision. Say that. And I feel like that's how Drake felt about Khaled. It's like, bruh, you acting like you don't know what's going on when everybody can clearly see. Like, you on some bullshit. You trying to act like you don't see, you know what I'm saying? You don't see niggas like coming at me. And even now, when, you know, when somebody approach you or like, you know what I'm saying something to you about it, like Khaled is not even trying to like, yo, all right, I didn't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? I think Future is the only person who was like, man, I ain't see it that way. Like, I just saw like y'all niggas just do y'all thing. Like, I was just going boom, boom. All right, but not to say, man, I can see his side. I can see. Nigga ain't no seeing no side of a nigga calling a nigga a pedophile and they'll have no proof. Hell no. There's no side of that. You know what I mean? But I feel like this beef is going to take its toll. I don't think it's going to go like I think everybody's expecting a Drake Jay-Z type of back and forth thing. I honestly cannot see that happening. I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's not just because Jay-Z is too big, but it's also because like one, the beefing is like kind of like died down. Like we don't want to start. I mean, if you just want to see Drake just continuously eat these niggas up, then cool. But I feel like Drake is like, man, what? Like, what's Jay-Z gonna say about him? You don't know how to rap. Like, if he gotta be like, he gotta say some shit about Drake. Like, yo, nigga, I got the video of you being a pedophile and I ain't even dropped. Like, if you say some shit like that, you gotta double down on what Kendrick was doing for Jay-Z's diss to be. You talk as soon as he said like wrong chart, everybody debunked that because they're like, well, what chart are you looking at? Because not only is Drake about to sign $1 billion deal, I mean, he's up there in the charts. In fact, he's arguably the one nigga that can possibly box with you. Like, he boxing with Michael Jackson. You was boxing with Michael Jackson. He boxing with the Beatles. You were boxing with the Beatles. Only the Beatles. Nobody ahead of me. Drake is. Like, it sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but it's just like, that's just what it is, man. So, and the way I feel like Akademiks is getting into this is kind of corny, though. Like, I feel like there's no reason for Jay-Z or Rock Nation or anybody to be subpoenaing Akademiks for liking Drake or not liking Drake. I also don't feel like it's not really good PR. Maybe it's great PR to be right in people's face about it, but it's not really good PR for Jay-Z's team to be asking Akademiks about a gambling company when you just lost a gambling or a casino contract in DC. I mean, not in DC, in New York. It just is like bad timing. Like the same thing about, allowing Kendrick to perform a song claiming Drake had interactions with younger women when Jay-Z, we can clearly see all of the younger women you've definitely signed and interacted with, from Aaliyah to Foxy Brown to all these. Come on. So I don't think it makes sense media wise. I also don't think it makes sense to like, you're letting Kendrick have that platform to do that. And when it happens to you, you're not coming out and saying like, I dislike that, because when it happens to you, you're like, nah, how could you put that on a man? But it's like, I don't know. All the contradictions is just crazy for me. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is Jay-Z's plan right now. Is it just like, yo, focus, highlight all the negative shit that we probably touched on? He even made fun of Tory Lanez, and we like, yo, you're not tapped in. Like the industry loves Tory Lanez. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people really think that he shot Meg Thee Stallion, but I do think that, people understood that, they had a toxic relationship and it should have been over. Or like, of course women is gonna be like, yo, you a man, you're supposed to like handle that situation way better. Okay. okay. But we all was there during COVID when this nigga was blessing us with music and all the people kept going to his house and streaming with him. We remember that. So we can't, you know what I'm saying? And we also remember all the other shit too. So it's like, you know, we also remember, yo, the crazy part about it is that Rock Nation is definitely the one who booked Meg Thee Stallion to perform for Kamala Harris. And they probably thought it was a good idea until, you know, they got the PR on that joint. Like, then you gotta think to yourself, like, what was the reason for you to do that and like have her coming out and twerking at a presidential campaign? That's when she lost all the white votes right there. It was just us voting for her. Yeah, that's what happened. Akademiks getting into this is like, you know, the way they're trying to drag him into it. I feel like it's I don't know, unless he has like really strong business deals with the music industry and stuff like that. Because I feel like if the music industry is paying him to talk about stuff, then it's like, all right, then you jive like in the crosshairs. Like, of course, like, you know, they're gonna attack you. But if you're saying you're independent journalist, which I know and I don't believe, but also means that like the music industry gets paid to promote people too. Like, you know what I'm saying? The radio stations, people go up there. Payola was a joke. Like, even when it was cracking down on radio stations, up till today, you still got payola. You just don't pay them at the radio station. You give it to them at the mall. You give it to them. Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are still paying to get on the radio. The industries are paying the radio stations to put people on the radio too. But then what does payola mean? If you're, you know, just means the largest amount of money wins, which sucks. But not because the largest amount of money is a bad thing, but it's because the people who are there, they tend to just be out of touch of like what everybody else is doing, because, you know, you're making statements with your money. People are liking people who make statements with their music, with their talent. For that level, it's just like, we don't care if it's talented. We just care if it's gonna make money, because we spend I understand, spend so much money, so much time on people that was actually talented but didn't have the hustle, didn't have it already. So now we just need to make sure that we meet our bound. And it's a business. Nobody gives a fuck about somebody's feelings, man. It's about, does that shit add up? If it's not, we're not doing it no more. But since we are doing it, we're gonna make some money. So I understand that. But, you know, we also don't want to hear your bullshit artists just because you got a bunch of money to put them in front of us. So, yeah, I feel like Akademiks is in the crosshairs, and I could tell he looks a little like tired. Yeah, he could spank them all day. He could make a lot of noise, but, you know, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, they're not playing the game of like they trying to win in court. You know, they're gonna play the game where it's just like it costs him too much to continue talking bad about them. It's gonna cost him. It costs him too much. And he's just gonna be like, "Fuck them. I'm not talking about them," and then just move on. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Akademiks, but we'll see. But I noticed, like, every once in a while he'll take a jab at Jay-Z and him. Let me finish. Like, he'll take a jab at Jay-Z, but then he'll realize, like, nah, bruh, I got to chill. But lately the pressure's been on ever since that freestyle. Even what's his name? Charlemagne? You know, This is Jay-Z telling radio, because they do the breakfast show, which Breakfast Club. This is Jay-Z telling the radio, if you fuck with me, I got you. The radio going to broadcast. I mean, that's where Jay-Z's fans are. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas never, ever, ever wanted to, you know, like, plug their iPhone into their joint so that they could listen to music. They just rather listen to radio. Or, you know what I'm saying? Back when, before that was even happening, you know, they're like, why would you listen to a CD, brother, when you could just, you know, them type of people. And then the people who can't. So, Jay-Z also, like, you know, he's playing it smart. He's like, yo, I'm gonna get my crowd and the new crowd. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get them. I'm gonna talk crazy on the internet so that way I can attract all of the blogs. But I'm also gonna do the structural thing, making sure radio eat, so that when I do my show, it doesn't even matter if nobody show up. I'm gonna make money off of people talking about people, you know, the media coverage behind it. Nah, Jay-Z is definitely smart. That's one of my favorite artists, but I don't know. I like Drake. I like Drake's music. And it's like, for someone who wants to further music, you should definitely be rooting him on. And then after you came out of an interview saying that, yo, be battling and why is no one talking about that? How you just come from a GQ interview saying, yo, battling ain't this, we should stop battling, da 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 da, like that. And then you go on stage with the Roots and battle that's a battle. Like, that's dissing. That's like you trying to start a battle. No one's saying that, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. That don't get no traction. Jay-Z, yo, it's a lot of contradictions. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, Akademiks is fed up, bro. He's saying the jig is up. Saying y'all been sitting here going crazy on me. Like, you know, he talked about the trial and all that stuff, but now he's just like, man, we're gonna thug it out. Every show he talking about, yeah, Rock Nation does this. And I think that's kind of what he was saying at the beginning when he's like, I don't really want to be talking about everybody because now I'm just talking about them and I ain't even get to none of the topics I really want to talk about. But Akademiks, I would say, yo, honestly, we don't care about that. Like, we want to know, you know, what's on your heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's on your mind? Like, if that's what's bothering you, that's what you got to talk about, man, let that shit out. Let the whole stream be about that. Like, I mean, I don't know if you got sponsors and stuff that need you to talk about shit, but that's the type of stuff you're talking about. You shouldn't be getting paid. You should just be streaming, doing your own thing. Speaking of sponsors, Sana, but you should, yeah, that's what people want to hear. I mean, we want to definitely hear that part. So don't be timid about going off with it. All right, y'all, I'm about to call it a night.